Welcome, seekers of truth. In today's session, we'll gather in this wooded realm, in our sacred space here on our mats, where we will explore Satya, truthfulness, in its rawest, most unfiltered form. We're not just talking about being honest with others, which of course is extremely important, but we're jumping into the darker depths, where we'll confront the stories we tell ourselves, the illusions that we cling to, and the masks that we wear in order to hide our true selves from the world. It's no secret, our society is obsessed with appearances, where filters and facades are the new norm. It's easy to lose sight of what's real. We're bombarded with expectations, how we should look, how we should act, live, and feel. We create these elaborate stories about who we are and who we need to be just to fit in, to feel seen or feel heard in our world. But here, in this sanctuary of self study, we're stripping all of that away. Today, we're going to face truth head on, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. Now imagine standing in front of a mirror, not the kind that shows your reflection, but the one that reveals your soul. What do you see? Are you living in alignment with your deepest truths? Or have you been telling yourself comforting lies to avoid the pain of reality? Maybe you've convinced yourself that you're content with a job that's draining and robs you from living a better quality of life. Or you suffer through a relationship that no longer serves you, whether romantic, friendship, coworker, family, and so on. Perhaps you hide behind a smile, even when your heart is screaming out in silence like a bad dream. We've all been there. I know I have multiple times. The lies we tell ourselves can be like too much smoke in a small space. Your eyes burn as you try to keep them open, and the idea of focusing on what's on the other side of that smoke seems painful and damn near impossible. That illusion, it traps us in a false sense of security, keeping us from the freedom that comes with living authentically. But today, we're opening that window and releasing the smoke that's been blinding us from what's true. We're going to peel back the layers of deception, expose the truths that we've buried deep down, and breathe life into the parts of ourselves that we've kept in the dark dungeons of our human form. So as you move through our practice, let each pose be an act of unveiling. With every breath, let the falsehoods fall away. And with every movement, let your true self emerge from the shadows. This is a journey into the heart of Satya, where we honor the power of truth, not just in our words, but in our thoughts, actions, and the way we treat ourselves. Embrace the discomfort, because it's in the darkness that we become the light. And remember, the truth may be unsettling, but it's also liberating as fuck. So let's clear the smoke of illusion and unveil the light of our own authenticity. Welcome to the darkness, my friend. Welcome to your truth. Let's begin. What is up, bats? We're going to start off this practice with some belly breathing. So go ahead and place your hands on either side of your ribs. Relax your body and your face and take a big inhale in, feeling your stomach expand, feeling your ribs open up. And as you exhale, feel your stomach fall, feel the air leaving your lungs through your nose. Take another deep breath in, bringing your awareness to your fingers, feeling the rhythm of your breath. And exhale. Big breath in and When you're ready, let's move into our first asana, our seated cat-cow. So go ahead and face the front of your mat, bending your knees, placing your hands in your knee ditch. And go ahead and take a big inhale in, bringing your chest close to your knees. And as you exhale, round out your spine and extend your arms. Inhale, come forward into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale and release. Let's shift our bodies using our mat the long ways and come into our seated straddle. So open up your feet as wide as you can. You can either keep your hands on your knees, on your shins or ankles, or even use your two-piece fingers and wrap them around your big toes. If your hamstrings are feeling a little tight, feel free to bend your knees in order to bring your toes just a little bit closer, relieving some pressure. And go ahead and allow your body to fold forward. Now there's no pressure here. Wherever you are in this asana is perfect. This is exactly what your body is needing. Don't force it. Don't pull. Just relax. We've got about another minute in this asana, keeping our awareness on our breath. With every exhale, give your body permission to fall forward just a little bit more. You would be surprised at how much further you can actually come closer to the mat with every exhale, every bit of tension released. When you're ready, let's go ahead and release this asana and move into our revolved head to knee. So on your next exhale, let's bend our left knee, bringing our left foot closer to our body, keeping our right leg fully extended. We'll take a big inhale in, raising our hands high to the sky and allowing our body to fall to that right side. Now we want to make sure that we're not caving our shoulders in. We want to open up our shoulders, open up our heart center, keeping our right arm as close to the mat as possible and reaching that left arm up and over our head. Let's move on over to the opposite side. Let's extend that left leg and bring our right leg in. Big breath in, filling up those lungs, and then allow your body to lean over to the left side. Now with every breath you take, really feel your ribs opening up on that right side. This is a beautiful asana that really helps us stretch out our side body here. Inhale in through the nose and exhale as we go ahead and move into our next asana, our sage twist. Facing the back of our mat, let's extend that right leg out and bring the left leg in. You can either bring your hands to your ankle, to your knee, or all the way to your foot. If you would like to experience the full sage twist, go ahead and wrap that left arm on the outside of that left knee and complete the bind by bringing your right arm all the way around your back and linking your fingers together. You can stay upright, or if you would like, you could lean forward as much as your body allows. Remember, this is your practice. Listen to your body and tune in to what they are needing. A few tools that you can use to help you really stay in the present moment that you've created for yourself right here is to tune into your breath. Count the number of seconds it takes you to take a deep inhale, hold for a couple seconds, and then release. If that isn't doing it for you, tap into your heartbeat. Listen to the rhythm, the natural music and beat of your own heart. On your next exhalation, we're going to swap legs, bringing our left knee into our body. So when you're ready, release the bind, removing your hands from their resting place, and let's go ahead and swap out. So tucking that right foot in as close to our body as we can, and go ahead and getting into your version, your variation of your sage twist. Hands can either be on your ankle, your shins, your knees, wrapping around your left foot, or completing the bind. The beautiful thing about these poses is that in yoga, it's not about how fast you can get into the pose. It's about allowing your body to release the tension while also allowing your mind to let go of any limiting beliefs that may be trying to come up here. It's a very natural behavior for us to want to be further along in our progress than where we are at the moment. I think it's kind of the way society molds us without us really realizing it. But in those moments, that's where we have to stop our mind from trying to get us to believe that lie. You are perfectly fine exactly where you are. Exactly where you are is where you need to be. And I know that may be that thing that you don't want to hear, but it's the truth. Your progress is beautiful. Your journey is your own. No one can be like you. No one can do it like you. So embody that, friend. Embody that power. And when you're ready, let's release the hold and go ahead and come onto all fours into tabletop position. We want to make sure our knees are in direct alignment with our hips. And we're going to walk our hands out to the back of our mat, lowering our chest close to the mat as possible. You can either keep your forehead on the mat, or if you'd like a deeper stretch in that throat and chest area, you can go on ahead and place your chin on the mat. So those triceps are needing a little bit of a stretch. Go ahead and bring them into prayer position and lift them towards the back of your head. Coming to our last inhale here in this asana. Let's take a deep breath in for 2, 3, 4. Hold and exhale, releasing our body and fully bringing our abdomen down to the mat. We're going to widen our arms here, so placing our hands to the outside of our mat, press through your fingers and lift your upper body. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fall forward. On your next inhale, let's raise up, and we're going to go on ahead and hold our seal pose. We want to make sure that our hips are still on the mat and our abs and chest are lifted, fully engaging our upper back and using the strength of our arms and our spines to hold us up. Good job, y'all. Let's go ahead and lower our upper bodies back down to the mat and press our way up into our hero's asana, placing our bum in between our heels. Bend our arms at 90 degrees out in front of us, taking that right elbow and placing it on top of that left. Variation 2 is placing your hands side by side. And variation 3 is wrapping our wrists around to bring the face of our palms together, coming into our eagle arms. When you're ready, let's swap our arms, placing our left elbow on top of our right and following whichever variation fits you best. We want to make sure here that our shoulders are relaxed, that they are away from our ears, that our backs are long, stretching up through our crown, and that you are breathing here. Releasing our eagle arms, let's slide to the middle of our mats, maintaining our hero's pose. And when you're nice and comfortable, let's go ahead and lean back. You can either stay here on your hands or you can come down to your elbows. We want to make sure that our chest is pressed towards the ceiling, towards the sky, really opening up that heart center. If the lean back is applying too much pressure to your knees, feel free to extend your right leg, and I'll let you know when we're halfway through. That way you can swap out legs. If you had your leg extended, let's tuck that right leg in and extend that left leg. Let's take in a big, beautiful inhale and exhale as we lift up out of our inclined hero, bringing our knees to the outside of our mat. Stay big, inhale in, raising our hands high. And as we come forward, we're going to thread our needle. So taking that right arm and tucking it in between our left arm and the mat. With our left arm extended out, we want to make sure our shoulders are square to the mat. With every exhale, allow your body to sink closer to your mat. This is your space. This is the time that you have carved out of your busy schedule to make sure that you're providing a space for you to tap in to your own inner knowing, to clear out limiting beliefs, to practice learning how to cancel out any mind chatter. Anytime your brain starts telling you things that you feel in your heart are not true and that are negative and bring you down, this is where this practice right here will come in very handy. Canceling out the noise, bringing your mind, your awareness, straight to what matters, to what's true. And the truth is, no matter what's going on in your outside world, you are safe. You're gonna be okay. And you've got everything you need within you to make it through. The grit, the resilience, the self-knowing, the self-worth. You've got this. And don't let anyone, especially yourself, talk you out of everything that you're capable of becoming. Let's release that right arm. Come up into a seated position. Take a big inhale in, stretching our hands up. And as we fall forward, we are going to thread our left arm through our right. When you're ready, on your next exhalation, let's go ahead and release this asana and come to a seated position on our mat. Releasing your legs from your hero, keeping the soles of our feet on our mat. Go ahead and lay back with control. And we're going to bring our knees together and allow them to fall to the right side, extending your arms, forming a T. And go ahead and turn your gaze towards your left side. If you feel or hear any cracks or pops along your back, that's absolutely normal. This is a beautiful pose that really relieves any tension that we may have in that lower back. Filling your lungs with air for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now go ahead and bring our knees back to a neutral position. And when you're ready, allow them to fall to that left side, keeping your upper body exactly where it is. But we want to make sure our gaze is now pointed toward our right side. bringing your awareness back into your body. And when you're ready, let's place the soles of our feet on our mat, releasing our arms. We're going to bring our knees into our chest and extend our legs. And using our arms, we are going to lower our legs down into our plow pose. Now you can either stay there if you would like, or if you're up for the challenge, let's go ahead and extend those legs high into the air, coming into our shoulder stand. You can also feel free to bend your knees here if that provides a little bit more stability. With control, let's release our legs, lowering them back down into plow position. Removing our hands from our back and using them to slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, help us release our spines. Completely lowering our legs and coming into our corpse pose, into our savasana. As we close this practice, take a moment to feel the weight of the truth you've uncovered today. We've journeyed through the shadows, confronted the illusions we hold on to, and stood face to face with our raw, unfiltered selves. The path of Satya isn't always easy. Truth often demands that we let go of the familiar, the comfortable, and the safe. But in the letting go, we find something far more powerful: liberation. The stories we tell ourselves hide us from the world like the Deathly Hollow's cloak of invisibility. It shields you and me from our discomfort, but also from the freedom that comes with authenticity. By shedding that cloak, we remove the weight, creating space for our true selves to come forward. So take this moment with you as you step back into the world. Let it shape your actions, your thoughts, and the ways you speak to yourself. For how you treat yourself is a direct reflection of how you'll treat others. When the urge creeps in to slip back into old habits or comforting lies, remember the strength you uncovered here on your mat. Think of this as your personal room of requirement, a place that appears only when you're ready to face your truth. Breathe deeply, knowing that if this room has opened to you, it's because you're living in alignment with who you truly are. The truth, even when difficult, is a sacred gift, one that lights your path in even the darkest of times. Bringing some movement back into our fingertips, into our toes and ankles. Allow your body to sync up. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and take a big inhale in, bringing our arms over our head and providing one last good full body stretch here. And release. Let's tuck those knees into our chest. And when you're ready, come into your fetal position on either side. And then go ahead and press your way up into a seated position. Let's soak up this moment of peace here and just sit with it. You can close your eyes if you'd like or leave them open. Take a big inhale in and empty those lungs. Bringing our hands together above our head. And go ahead and bring your prayer hands down to your third eye, thanking your third eye for being open, for being available. Bring your hands down to your heart center, thanking yourself for showing up today. You did not have to be here, but you knew the true value in spending time with yourself. Placing your hands on your heart, thanking that beautiful, powerful muscle for loving you and beating just for you, for guiding you. And our butterfly hug, wrapping those hands around your body, holding yourself, reminding yourself of how much you do love who you are and love who you're becoming. I bow to you, friend. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. And don't forget to embody your true badassness. See y'all later, bats.